Called you a jive turd. Oh, we are live, aren't we?
Hi, guys.
Son of a bitch. Hey, everybody. Welcome in today. Oh, my God. Today's going to be a problem. Jerry Jones said some stuff. I'm not going to rant today. It's not going to happen. Not going to do it. Mm-hmm. It'll be in the second segment. But we got other stuff to do, too. Welcome to the Cowboys DLLS Podcast, which starts meow. What's up, everybody? Welcome into today's Cowboys DLLS podcast, where it's up to me to let you know before we even get started that we are now down to under 9 hours remaining in our 36 for 36 deal, the best deal we've ever had for you to sign up to be a diehard of DLLS. Your one-stop shop for all DFW sporting situations. And here's the thing, $36 for the first year is what you get right now at alldlls.com. You can use that little QR dealie. You can check it in the description. You can go to alldlls.com. However you want to do it, you just do it. Here's the thing. T-shirts are like $34.99. Mm-hmm. But when you're a diehard, you get to pick one, and it's yours. And we'll send it to you. So now you're paying $1 basically for a full year of diehard status, which gets you discounts on merch and events, which gets you access to all of our premium written content, which gets you in our Discord server, where I popped in today to ask if anybody was talking about feet. I didn't see anybody talking about feet.
Don't let your feet go because it's wintertime.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Keep the feet, the heels.
Facts.
Keep the heels and the cuticles moisturized.
Facts.
You know you don't.
No,
you know you don't
don't do that
moisturize.
to each
I mean,
other.
look at him. He's wearing like a very warm-looking sweater and
You know
raw
you
dogging.
don't moisturize.
It's cold in here.
He's raw
It's
dogging
a
under a
little
warm
chilly.
sweater.
First of all,
Don't.
you weren't talking to me when you said keep your feet and your cuticle moisturized.
I might
You
have
was
been.
not talking to me.
I might have been.
You was not talking
I
about
might
me
have
or
been.
my persuasion.
I might have been.
You was not. I know you.
I might
You
have
weren't
been.
worried about me and
Well,
my
make sure-
persuasion.
I might have been.
You was not worried about me.
Start at the ankle.
Your
Wasn't
ankle-
worried-
your
you weren't
ankles
worried
be-
about me.
Your ankles be.
He started at the ankle.
I had
Plant.
no complaints.
You think he was talking to white people?
No, he was talking to a different persuasion.
You wear lotion?
He's talking to women?
He was talking about women.
Women?
He was talking about women.
Oh, I take care of myself. And this is going to work for both the
Whoa.
taking care. Well, kind of. I don't take care of myself. I just take that back.
Let's just be honest about that.
But sometimes, in some ways, I try.
Y'all
And,
ignore Ash.
This is going to work for two different things. One, to your point of taking care of yourself, and two, to the point of wanting people to sign up to be a diehard because the
Yes.
value is too good to pass up.
Yes.
Yesterday, when I went grocery shopping on my way out, I saw a $9 travel bag with all the little essentials: toothbrush,
Mhm.
you know, the little plucky, the clippy, all the different things. It was $9. Like, I couldn't pass it up. You can't pass up this
You're the
deal.
one they get at the grocery store. You know how they put stuff by the register?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, for you to buy. Like,
have
okay, because you didn't go in there to buy it.
Yeah.
They get you.
Also,
have
the end
ADHD.
cap.
They literally do that on
They
purpose.
get you, put stuff right by the register.
We're the
you
target
need
audience.
that. You don't need that.
Clarence, people research this. There's a reason they put that on the end cap because it's going to get you.
It will
'Cause
get
it's a
you.
good one.
It's gonna get you.
You want to see what I ordered off Amazon just yesterday? 8 things.
I know. I did
8
this.
things.
Told y'all. The most
I kind of did.
impulse
The
buying
zone is
shoppers.
insane.
Oh my God. Get you.
That's
Also-
Jeff.
I was gonna say the diehard. You want to get into the diehard because when he does a garage sale, that's what we're gonna let people know first. We're gonna let people know that Jeff's doing a garage sale.
Yeah, we gotta go.
You just drive by my house every day. I
Crazy.
just throw stuff on the curb.
We're gonna just let you know
It's
because
gonna
you're gonna
be
have
crazy.
so
I'm
much
going.
great
I'm
stuff
gonna go
to get.
shop over there.
I got
soon.
4 dining room chairs sitting in the backyard. I just haven't thrown over the fence yet.
All the
to
good
put on the
stuff.
curb.
Oh,
It costs hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but it's been a
they're-
while, and I feel
But
like the legs
they're
are
not.
going,
They're not weather beaten, are they? You
No,
know,
no, I haven't
they
been
just-
rained on or anything.
Okay, yeah.
Come get them.
Got a super
Wow.
check.
Shout out to Andrew in the super chat. I know Jerry will look at someone who has experience as a head coach, but when McCarthy is fired, do you think Jerry will take a serious look at Kellen Moore? Just to have a feeling he didn't want to let him go. Plus, Dak would be happy. I'd never thought about that, but I would not be stunned, and I'd never even thought about it.
Please, God.
You say no.
Please, God.
Well, Jalen Hurts suddenly is good at football.
Yeah, because he got Saquon Barkley.
Oh,
that's what happens when you put really good players. When you acquire
running
really good
backs
players,
make quarterbacks good.
And
you
offensive
just-
line.
Remember Dak in 2016?
give
Yeah.
guys the football.
I remember Zeke's success rate was 41% on third down. Dak pulled your ass out of the fire every single time. It was awesome.
And your offensive line was.
Yeah, and they had a good line.
That's a lot of what Philly's success
Why y'all
is.
hating on
too.
Kellen Moore for no reason?
I'm not hating.
He's a nice man.
We saw him last
Great
year.
man.
We saw him last year with the Chargers too. I mean, we know Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
He ain't new to this.
Why
I
y'all
think
hating?
he's improved. I don't know if he's a head coach, but that's another story.
Y'all hating. My name is Jeff. Next to me is former Cowboys wide receiver Jesse Holley.
Oh, Jesse Holley went 77 yards. It must be a reality show.
do not tell a man that's carrying you that he's weak.
Yeah, he needs to believe at that point.
No.
One to get dropped.
It's good. That's deep thoughts. Good
Yeah.
thoughts.
I mean,
On
it's not
point.
deep.
Fact.
but
Good
I mean,
thoughts.
I think
It's deep thoughts. No, because some people get beside themselves and start talking trash
Yeah.
when that man is carrying you.
That's
You
true.
want to get beside yourself. You know what I'm talking about.
You should be throwing an elbow. Ain't nobody gonna carry me.
Let that sit in your spirit.
You gonna drop me? I'm not trying to be carried.
Somebody get beside
Don't
yourself.
put me
talking
down.
low,
Don't put me the hell down.
you know.
Next to Jesse is the second greatest beat writer in the history of the Cowboys, Clarence Hill.
You want to win, put pop.
Pop, 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 pop.
You're not beating those allegations.
Not number two.
You're not beating those allegations. You took a picture last night. You put it on social media. This is like the second or third time you've done that.
Blurriest photo of all
And
time.
it's
Look
the
like the Bigfoot
blurriest,
picture.
and you keep talking. It's the we
Those
are
are the
in
lights, man.
It's not the lights, bro. We are in 2024.
Anyway,
Cameras adjust to lighting.
And you know what?
It was Christmas lights on a motorcycle.
I was trying to share my experience. I was taking my daughter to
Please
Whataburger.
don't share any more
It was
experiences.
crazy.
Don't share any more experiences. If you can't take a picture.
I was taking my daughter to her mom's house, and we stopped at Whataburger. She wanted to eat. I said, I know your mama got so she wanted to eat Whataburger, so we get Whataburger.
What'd you get?
It was crazy. It was in Arlington.
What'd you get?
And
What'd you get?
I got a number one, Whataburger with cheese all the way.
Facts.
Whataburger's trash.
The Whataburger's great. Don't do that. No, we're
Whataburger,
gonna
if
fight.
you're
We're gonna
Whataburger,
fight. We're gonna fight
if you're
now.
vetting our show for
If
potential
you like,
sponsorship,
but if you want to, yes, I love it.
I love you.
I love you
Anyway,
too.
Jesse's about to piss people
there's like
off.
6 cop cars at Whataburger, and I said I'm going to go in there anyway because they like surrounded one car.
You
We're
weren't
going to go in
scared.
there anyway, and so I park, and right in front of Whataburger is a Santa comes out. He has a mask on, everything. His
Drunk.
motorcycle is lit up with Christmas lights. He has a Santa bag and he has a Whataburger bag, and I said, I need to take a picture of this.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to take a picture of this crazy sight of this guy in
I
a
just
Santa
saw a picture
suit.
with 2 glares on it. I had no idea what it
No,
was.
you watch the video, you can see Santa riding away. It was crazy.
Clarence.
You're not beating the allegations, bro.
Clarence said, I'm a writer.
Yeah,
not
thanks,
a
Pop Pop.
photographer.
Next to Clarence is our X's and O's Queen Nation. Keep in mind, I'm not going to do a Jerry Jones rant coming up in about 7 or 8 minutes.
Jerry Jones rant coming up in 7 minutes.
No chance I'm ranting today. I don't have it in me.
Stay tuned for
No
Jerry
way.
Jones rant.
Y'all see Jameis last night, though?
I feel like
Of
you got a lot
course.
of built up.
Y'all see,
Rooting for Jameis.
y'all see-
Rooting for Jameis.
y'all see
Yes,
Jameis
it's-
last night?
Yes.
Your theory, if it had been true, would have been pretty
If
funny.
Bo Nix rolled an ankle,
Yeah.
No.
you would want Jameis to play for the Broncos, too. Because
Yeah.
that would make for entertaining football. That's my new rule in the NFL. Every standalone game, which that was a standalone game, no other games going on, Jameis could have quarterbacked both teams. And we would have all had a good time. Jameis could have thrown 8 touchdowns, 6 picks, 4 pick sixes, and been interviewed twice as the winner and the loser. Who wins then? Us.
Did you see?
Jesus.
Did you see that clip of him last week where he was trying to draw the team off sides?
Yeah.
And he said he was doing
Jump.
the cadence. He said, "Somebody jump down!
Yeah.
Somebody jump off sides down!" Like
It was
What?
Bo Nix did that last
He
night.
did the same thing last
So it was a
time.
response to
Yeah,
Jameis?
it was a response to Jameis.
Okay,
Yeah, he did.
yeah. Because
It
they
was-
did a
it
hard count, and he goes, jump offside!
Yeah, because he was mocking what Jameis did the week before.
Okay.
But the thing, it was the full Jameis Winston
Yes.
experience.
yes,
Yes.
My question here is
So
that, what happened to the Cleveland defense?
What do you mean? It's a new year.
What
Oh,
happened to
I don't
the-
know if you knew this. Things don't carry over from year to
They
year.
don't.
I don't know if you knew this.
What
That's
happened
not
to the
how it
Cleveland
works.
defense?
You have to
What
start
happened to
again.
I mean, how do you let Denver score? I mean, Jameis had a great game. What he did should have been enough.
Well, he didn't have a great. He threw 2 touchdowns. He threw 6 touchdowns, 2 to the wrong team.
I know, but he shouldn't have been. He shouldn't have been having to throw late.
But he has
because defense, because they played so well offensively, it should have been enough to score points. You shouldn't be giving Denver that many points. Denver's offense is trash.
Jameis had a throw where, like, it's the mark of if you have a strong enough arm. Like, he throws from 1 hash mark. He threw the out route to, I believe, the tight end. He caught the 1-hand catch.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like that's a
Njoku?
Njoku.
Njoku looks like that man snacks.
Yeah, he's losing that body.
He's at least 280.
Yeah, he is.
But he threw opposite hash.
Yeah, you don't mind.
Out route.
You don't mind.
To the right sideline.
You don't mind.
Dime.
Scary.
And then he threw another out route late and behind.
It was a late decision.
Like,
but he has an arm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, to your point, it was a full-on Jameis. You go, that's why he has the potential of being a starting quarterback in this league, and while he's in this league, and you go,
and
that's why he's a backup. Yeah,
right.
That's why he's. But
he also throws the ball with his whole soul.
Oh yeah,
there's too much of everything, and I love it. It's great. He don't care.
Yeah,
he's my favorite.
Great athlete in high school.
I demand he be here next year.
Bo Nix looks like it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, he looks fine. He's good. James. Yeah, I demand Jameis is here next year.
Stop it.
Y'all having fun watching Cooper Rush play?
For the quotes alone, I
demand
agree.
to be entertained. If
for the
someone
quotes
gets hurt.
alone, I agree.
Who's the better record as a backup quarterback?
Hell if I know.
Percentage-wise, probably Jameis.
I don't know. Let's keep watching.
Since they've been a backup quarterback, who's won more games and lost more games? I would say Cooper
James,
Rush.
right?
Oh,
Won more games and lost more games?
As a backup quarterback, not when he was starting in Tampa. Since times he's come in as a backup.
Look me in the eye.
I know you don't care. You just want fun.
Who's a better quarterback, Cooper Rush or Jameis Winston?
It's very easy. It's Jameis Winston.
Stop it.
Who is it?
Stop it. I'm not answering.
Y'all believe yet that Mike McCarthy might be back?
No.
Jerry Jones talked on the fan this morning, and boy, he was talking about McCarthy like, well, they never quit on him, and he's, I don't question him. He's a great coach.
I don't trust him.
It goes back to last week, and he was on the fan. What if I showed you in my body language that I'm not going to make a change at quarterback? Well, the guy went 12-5, 12-5, and 12-5, and you did not give him a contract extension.
Yeah.
You went into the season saying, I'm putting pressure on the coaches to win, and I'm putting pressure. I'm doing this on purpose.
But I'm also going to cut their legs off.
Right. I'm giving 1-year deals. That's the body language. So the idea now that the media 2 weeks ago, we were asking, are you going to make a change during the season? Now, all of a sudden, we're in 2 games. Are you going to bring him back? It's just crazy. What's he going to say at this point? What's he going to say? He wouldn't say, I'm going to fire him midseason. He's not going to say, I'm going to make a change. But it's written. And I like Mike McCarthy. I think he's done a great job. I don't think he's got enough credit for the job he did. 12-5, 12-5, and 12-5. Certainly the team does not quit on him. He's doing a great job managing the situation this year. But Jerry has already put it out there.
I wouldn't be shocked. That's all. Not that I think it'll happen. I just wouldn't be shocked.
I'm a.
You got something going on in your soul right now.
I want Mike gone. I want Michael from Pittsburgh gone.
Yeah,
I do. I think there's need to be a new voice, a new sound,
yeah,
a new change. But if Mike is willing to lay down
his playbook
and his play calling duties,
I would like that too.
And you brought me in someone of the younger, innovative, creative, fun, exciting variety to call plays. Because in my mind, I've come to the place of give me Mike from Pittsburgh as the walk-around head coach. Mm-hmm. I want my OC to be young. I want him to wear skinny jeans and have an iPhone 16. Yeah. Ankles got to be showing.
Just a little bit.
Ankles got to be showing.
Am I going the wrong way?
It's too cold for that.
Yeah. Ankles got to be showing.
So not shoddy.
No.
Not shoddy. Can't be shoddy.
I want skinny jeans, iPhone 16, updated. Not the blurry camera that you got. Ankles showing.
Sir.
Calling my plays.
Yeah, I like that.
My defensive coordinator, I want old grizzled who dips.
Yeah.
Cusses.
Don't say
Sound like Zimmer.
Cusses, dips, and maybe divorced twice.
Sound like Zimmer.
Divorced twice?
Yeah. That means you're dedicated.
Dedicated job.
I need a dedicated man.
Yep.
I need a dedicated man who don't even give a damn about his family.
You can't be a family man if you're
Can't
coaching
be
the
not a
NFL.
defensive, not my defensive coordinator.
Sound like Zimmer.
Yeah,
You cannot. I need you in here breaking down film. I need you in here giving me tips and tidbits about what's going on in this game.
Look at the family
know,
of the guy who
it-
keeps winning
you know,
Super Bowls.
you-
That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
It's time for me to go.
Who?
Just saying. So I could get behind that.
The problem here is that usually that guy who sleeps in his office and leaves his family because of dedicated game got a side chick on the side.
No,
Hey, let's-
why
that's
does
fine.
that have to
I'm
be
just
Now we're
telling you.
gonna
All right.
I'm just telling you.
Coming
the
up
truth.
next. The other thing that Jerry Jones said, taking no accountability for this season, and I'm not going to rant. It's not going to happen. It's next on the Cowboys DLLS podcast.
Bill Parcells had a side chick.
Get ready for the season ahead with quality shades built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered with premium polarized shades that won't break the bank. If you use our promo code DLLS, you get 35% off polarized shades from shadyrays.com today. Christmas is, we're about 2 weeks away from Christmas, 2.5, 3 weeks from
three in a
Christmas,
day.
3 in a day from
3 in a
Christmas, from the birth of our 8-pound baby Jesus.
8 pounds, 6 ounce.
Season of giving. Give folks a nice pair of Shady Rays. That's right. Jesse, Stevie Wonder will tell you that you need to go and get you a pair of Shady Rays. They are 5-star rated by over 300,000 people. The shades have durable frames and crystal clear optics, make them the perfect choice for outdoor activities. Do it right now. When you're downloading all the other stuff that you're getting, go to shadyrays.com. Use our promo code DLS. $35 off a pair of polarized glasses for you, for a friend, for a family. Go.
And when you put those glasses on, you'll feel more confident about yourself.
Confidence
and when you
good.
get in that sort of confidence
Confidence
going,
good.
it's time to pop on that sleeper
Yeah.
app and make you some picks. Like
Ooh.
last night, guess what I did?
Make you some money,
I
get you
said-
some shades.
I said Jameis, more passing yards than projected, more touchdowns than projected, more interceptions than
yeah.
projected. That's how you get down on
you got
sleeper.
some money then.
Well, you do whatever. I mean, you make whatever picks you want.
You got some money.
But I like to ride with Jameis. That's what you do on Sleeper. You put the ball knowledge to the test. You pick. What do you think is going to happen with different players and their projected stats each week when it comes to football, or you can do games and basketball, whatever. Every sport is on there, and you're just making picks. You're saying, I think that so-and-so is going to have more points, less points than projected, et cetera, et cetera. The more picks that you combine, the more you can win, all the way up to 100 times your money. I'm on that bad boy every single day. Use our promo code DLLS Boys for an up to $1,500 match on your first deposit, largest ever. Let's go. All right, Jerry Jones had some other things to say on the radio today on 105.3 The Fan, and let me make sure I get his quotes right. I don't want to misquote. The greatest beat writer in the history of the Cowboys, Joe Hoyt, is here.
Tell him something, Joe.
Backing up Clarence's claim, Jameis Winston as a backup, 8-7. Cooper Rush, 7-3.
Joe, I want you to look me in the eye
I know.
and tell me which one's better quarterback.
Which one's more fun or which one's better?
Better.
It's probably Jameis.
Okay. More fun is a landslide.
Yeah,
Better is
yeah,
still
yeah.
pretty comfortable, but
8,
not as
7, 7, and 3, baby.
Oh, look at
Yeah, you got caught by multiple people.
What'd
Yeah,
I say?
you can't
What do you
just-
mean? What did you say?
There's a microphone. You made a throwaway
Hey,
comment.
what are you talking about?
The Lunatics in the super chat. Shout out to him. He said, "Great deal, great content. Signed up to be a diehard
Let's
DC4L. That's what we need. We need people signed up to be a diehard. $36 for 36 hours. $36 for 36 hours, and we're running out of time. So you got to sign up to be a diehard today. AllDLLS.com. It gets you all of the hookups, and the free T-shirt basically pays for it itself, and then you get all the other things that are badass. So get you some. Jerry Jones. I'll let you guys discuss this. He has some stuff to say on trying to end the season strong. You want to end the season strong so that you could feel good going into the next season.
Mm-hmm.
Momentum, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
which you psychos think is a real thing. Jerry said, and I quote, no question, you can carry over good play from one season to the next, potentially. We carried over not so good play against Green Bay that we had in our playoffs last year. So that's a Jerry quote. I'll just let you guys talk about what Jerry said. I don't want to do anything.
One, momentum is real within a limited time period. I don't think momentum can be carried over from one season to the next.
Ask Plano East if momentum's real.
Whoa.
It's before your
Yeah,
time.
what
It's
happened?
before your time.
41-17.
I covered Plano.
No,
East.
41-17.
No, but Allen Plano.
Tyler John
No,
Tyler.
Tyler.
Plano East scores a touchdown, recovers an onside kick, scores a touchdown, recovers an onside kick, scores a touchdown, takes the lead. There is no more momentum ever than that. There's 20 seconds left. They don't have to kick onside anymore because they scored 3 touchdowns, take the lead. They kick it deep. Tyler John Tyler to the house.
Yeah. Momentum can be stopped eventually.
It's Mocho, baby.
Yeah.
Cujo, you don't know about that Tyler John Tyler?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Tyler John Tyler Cujo.
Anyway.
But the carryover thing too that Jerry was asked specifically, like, if you guys go on a run here and don't make the playoffs, would you consider it a success? And he said yes, because I think you can carry some things over. I do think that there's merit to the idea that you can carry some play from some people over a little bit. And obviously the offseason changes things. But I think DeMar Van Overshown is showing you, like, hey, actually you could be a core piece of our defense. You're ascending and getting better. Mozzie Smith, he reiterated multiple times. One thing I'm starting to gather about Jerry Jones, he truly believes in Mozzie Smith. He keeps saying, hey, year three.
Yeah, year 3 will be big.
It's going to be big. And so that's coming up. And he's putting a lot of hopium in that with Mozzie Smith. Do I believe it? Not really.
You're not getting a defensive tackle in the offseason.
We are too.
Only the draft is your
Yes, we
avenue,
are.
but I don't know if that's going to work out.
We're getting
Unless you're getting Mason Graham.
We're getting one.
Yeah.
But long story short, I do think that there are some positives you can carry over. I don't think that makes the season a success by any means if you don't make the playoffs. That is the barometer for a successful season after you've gone to the playoffs the last 3 times, and actually was supposed to go more than that. But I do think you can carry some things over. So I'd actually give Jerry a little bit of merit in that regard.
I love you, Joe.
That was a good response.
I love
answer.
you, Joe. You
I like that.
you made it about journalism. You
That was
made it
good.
about, you were trying to be
That was good.
real about it.
You did great.
Jerry
But-
went off the rails with that comment.
Oh,
About the 100%.
He went off
like
the
this.
only.
You do it. You do it. Yes.
No, I'm just saying. You
Tear his ass up.
rant. It's not. I'm just saying. He went off the rails. It's only Jerry Jones would
Go
take
get
a comment about the positivity
Go get it.
of carrying over and then throw a kidney punch.
Yeah, go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
Yeah, we carried over the bad stuff from Green Bay
Yeah.
into this season.
Right.
Because we lost that home game after winning 16 straight and got the doors blown off us against Green Bay.
Yeah.
And we commenced to lose the first 5 home games of the season.
Yeah.
So we're carrying over the negativity of Green Bay.
Right.
What we're ignoring is the role Jerry played in the carryover.
Oh, Clarence.
So you're speaking Jeff's language now.
Clarence.
I'm just saying the role Jerry
What
played
role
in
is
the
that,
carry-
Clarence?
He didn't do nothing to improve the team.
Oh, no.
He did nothing. He did nothing to help. He aided in the betting in the carryover.
Damn.
By doing nothing to improve the team. We talked about this all offseason. I'm going all in. He didn't go all in.
No, he didn't.
He left Mike McCarthy hung out to dry and then has the nerve to say we carried over the negative play.
Yeah, you're heating up now. Come on.
I mean, it's ludicrous. It's ridiculous that he would even go down that road today,
Yeah, it is.
this morning, talking about the positivity of Overshawn and those guys to throw that kidney punch at Mike McCarthy about
messed up.
we carried over the negative play when you played a role and you really set Mike McCarthy up for failure
Yeah, you did.
in a season when his job was on the line. We talked about he's going to bring him back. He didn't give him any help to
No.
take the next step.
No, he didn't. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that was good.
Open your hand up a little bit. Open it. Open the hand.
Open it.
Can you open the hand?
No,
this way.
that
Okay,
way.
that
yeah.
way, okay.
No,
And then
and now
you
give
come
back,
on,
and
and
then
now
give
you
back.
close
No,
your
fist
mouth.
bump, yeah.
I mean,
Jesse, you want to teach him?
look, I didn't just you and this y'all's things, man. Come on, Joe.
That's okay.
Okay, we got it. And Joe got it, baby.
That's what I'm
Joe got it.
Jesse, you got anything?
No, I don't want to step behind that. You don't.
Okay, I
You
will.
don't come behind a rant like that.
I will.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Here it comes.
I will. So here's the thing about carrying over not so good play. And Clarence, I think you did a great job of telling Jerry Jones what's what. And I like that you'll tell him that eye to eye. I will not, because I have no access and they won't allow me out there and they all hate me. But I would also add, we might have carried over some not so good play from the Green Bay playoff game. I'm sorry. Do you guys remember week 1?
Oh, yeah.
They beat the brakes off Cleveland and we thought they were going to the Super Bowl. So you didn't carry over bad play. You came out and played really well against a really bad football team. And the reason that you ended up losing a bunch of games, I've made a list.
Oh.
Well, you decided that while losing 5 starters and 7 or 8 contributors in free agency, while coming off the heels of a bad draft, that you didn't need to acquire more talent. It would just be there somehow. Tyron Smith left? No biggie. The plan? We'll see. maybe we'll draft a guy. So you did. You forced a first-round pick on an offensive tackle that it looks like can't play. Sweet. You lost Dorrance Armstrong and Dante Fowler. Don't worry about it. Sam Williams is on the roster. He'll come commit a penalty. Well, whatever. He gets hurt. Oh, wait. Let's force a pick in the second round at defensive end because we haven't replaced them. That's cool. No biggie. Then Tyler Biadasz is gone. I don't know. There's guys sitting around in our locker room. Maybe one of them can do the job. Oh, wait. We'll also force a pick in the third round. That'll be great. Then Tony Pollard leaves. We'll just bring back our friend Zeke. That'll be fun. Sweet. You have one NFL running back on the whole effing roster. Jonathan Hankins is gone. That's cool because we used a first-round pick a year ago on a guy who can't play a lick. Surely he'll be a Pro Bowler. And to back him up, what we'll do is we'll find everybody that's semi-retired that Zimmer has in his phone, and we'll text them right at the end of camp, and that'll fix that. Stephon Gilmore, don't worry about it. We'll just pick a guy in the 5th round, call it good. It was not good. This is after a draft in 2023 where you found one single good player, so you have no good young talent. You let 7 or 8 guys go, and you replace them with literally nothing and forced draft picks in the first 3 rounds. You psycho!
Oh, well, I'm not going to say that.
Had about enough of him not taking any accountability for his actions. You know? Somebody has to be accountable for this. I didn't mean to call you a psycho. I would call, what's a better word?
I don't know if you have one.
It's not psycho behavior. It's egomaniacal billionaire marketing man behavior. Like what I do doesn't matter because the net worth of the team will go up by $1 billion or $2 billion next year. And we will privatize profits and socialize costs like every other NFL team. Oh my God. But what y'all up to today? What y'all been doing?
Right.
Y'all good?
It's just like he can take serious questions about the team and turn them into something else because he has colorful answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Mm-hmm. The other thing about the carryover idea though too is like, do we buy anything into the idea that if they do go on a run that he might carry over Mike McCarthy? I mean, to your point, yes, they're gonna. What is he supposed to say? But Jerry's not a guy that's gonna just say what he's supposed to say.
Yeah, but with something sensitive like that though, he's not going to say I'm going to fire him.
No.
So he's going to be sensitive to that situation. Now, he will, say things off the rails about the team and whatever else, but he's not going to be that. And one thing he was also asked about, can you have a successful season by not making the playoffs?
Well, that's what sparked the whole answer. Yeah.
Right, but no.
And he kind of said it. He's like, no, I wouldn't call it successful, but there is things that you could do that you could whatever.
But the problem is that they made the playoffs each of the last 3 years and no one calls it successful.
Right.
Yeah.
The goal was always.
Well, some of us do.
Well, but the goal, why he didn't give him an extension, was to go deep in the playoffs, get to the title game, get to the Super Bowl. So getting to the playoffs wasn't going to be a success anyway. It was never about just getting to the playoffs. And now we're talking about a team that's most likely not getting there. You cannot run that back.
Whether you believe him or not, though, he's dropping hints that that's possible.
No, he's just
whether you believe him.
He's just not making a decision right now. It's like
he's never going to make.
It's like Chicago waiting until after Eberflus' press conference. I mean,
which is wild. Which was wild.
You're not going. He's just not making a decision. The decision, the die has been cast.
Well, Jerry's never going to make the decision. He's going to do exactly what he did with Jason Garrett. He's not going to fire him. Yeah. His contract will run out.
Yes.
But Mike will do a better job of not going out to the Star every day until the day the contract ends, where Garrett's out there like, should I do exit interviews? They're like, why are you here?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, because I'm still under contract. And they're like, you know what's happening, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't sell this to the fan base.
No.
Okay? You're talking about, I don't care if you make a run and get to 9-8 or 7-10 and not, there's no way you can resell this to the fan base next year.
I just think he's making unprovoked breadcrumbs. That whether we'll look back and be like, that was weird. Why did he say that? Or he was lying the whole time.
Part of it, I think, is that it creates this conversation.
Yeah, 100%.
It creates the conversation, and that's what he wants, is for us to talk about anything revolving around the Cowboys. And so continuing to be supportive of the head coach is a segment. If he said something negative about him, it would be a segment. So, like,
and I hate to be the cat with the laser, but I do think it's worth talking.
We walked in, and I'm like, well, we can talk about that.
Yeah.
And just understand, ever since last week we said it wouldn't be crazy, how many headlines did it generate? Jerry says it wouldn't be crazy. Right. That's what you're trying to do.
He's a lead.
He's creating headlines, even though there's really no foundational substance to that situation. I mean, the die has been cast on Mike McCarthy.
Maybe.
And we won't rant anymore.
No, I didn't. We didn't rant this time.
Was there a rant?
We had a measured conversation about the things that were said. It is a Tote That Thing Tuesday, and that's coming up next. What would you like to see the Cowboys tote forward to the game against the Bengals that you saw against the Giants? We need it in the chat. We need like buttons hit. We need to make sure that we're subscribed to the channel. Those are the things that we need. We're toting that thing next on the DLLS Cowboys Podcast.
If you know me, then you know I'm all about deals. How can I save money? What can I save money on? And how can I get the best things possible? Well, the best cooler on the market right now is the one at Rugged Rolls Outdoors. This cooler is absolutely fantastic. Rugged Rolls are dedicated and creative, innovative, and durable outdoor gear for adventurers who demand the best. It's floatable. It's lightweight design. It's durable. It's dependable. It's versatile.
So good.
The money part.
So good.
I want to save you 10% off this cost.
Oh, that's big.
Go to Rugged Road Outdoors right now. Use the promo code DLLS and you save 10% off this cooler. This is the season of giving. Why not give somebody an awesome cooler? Why not give the loved one in your life who's an outdoorsman, who cooks on the grill, who tailgates, who throws the best parties and need a little cooler for the goods? Go right now to Rugged Roads Outdoor and get them a cooler. Hook it up. DLLS is the promo code. 10% is what you get off. RuggedRollsOutdoor.com.
Also want to shout out our guys at Game Time, where you need the promo code DLLS. Just download the Game Time app. What you're going to do with that app is you're going to use it to get tickets to anything that you want to go to, whether it is a football game, baseball game, basketball game, hockey game, soccer game, concert, comedy show. I don't care. Anything. You want to get tickets, you want to use our friends at Game Time, you just download that app and you use the code DLLS, and what you get is $20 off of your first purchase. On that app, they'll have all-in pricing. You can toggle that feature that shows the total up front, so you don't get to see surprise fees when you get to check out. You can see your seat views. They got a lowest price guarantee. And their ticket coverage. Your purchase is coverage with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. So when it comes to trying to go see your favorite team, your favorite artist, whatever it may be, hit up our friends at Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use the code DLLS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Create an account, code DLLS, $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game Time. Ooh, 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 ooh. Welcome to a Tote That Thing Tuesday. It's a Tote That Thing
Take
Tuesday,
that thing.
where your mission, should you choose to accept it. Oh, my God.
Wow. Sniper.
We're down to the little tiny balls, huh?
That's what she said.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it,
Next one's going to be thrown up there.
is to tote that thing, something from the game the Cowboys played against the New York Giants that you'd like to see toted forward into the game against the Cincinnati Bengals. That's all we're asking for from you. Well, it's not all we're asking. We're also asking that you hit the like and subscribe button, and that perhaps you go to alldlls.com, sign up to be a diehard, join us in that Discord server, get your free t-shirt, all that stuff. But yeah, that's what we're looking for. And I'm going to go eeny, meeny, miny, meeny, miny, meeny, meeny, miny, eeny, meeny, miny. And go to my slot receiver. Aisha, let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Aisha,
Okay.
tote that thing.
Okay. So I would like to tote. Oh, Jesus. I would like to tote. No, don't do it. No. I would like to tote some of the offensive line usage and the way that they found favorable matchups across the defensive line. I think we got to see Cooper Beebe get to the second level doing some reaching and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they used combo situationally in this game. I thought that some of the things that they were able to do, understanding that defense was a little weaker on the interior outside of Dexter Lawrence, especially when he went down, they took advantage of. Cincinnati has some of that. Their interior defensive line is not the strongest. That's where your offensive line is the strongest. Run these people over.
That was fun. I saw one of the clips of Cooper Beebe. Oh, I'll get a little snaps.
Thank you.
Yeah, that one clip
Cooper Beebe just turning and running to his left.
It was
and
so
cutting the guy off, and it's fun watching Cooper Beebe get better and better.
Yeah. Yeah, he told me one thing that he was struggling early on was like snapping, and then also not having defenders like just initially stop his other hand.
Yeah.
So he's just gotten a lot better, he said, at like snapping and going.
Yeah.
And so
I would imagine there's a learning curve when you get to go
Never
your whole
quite said
football life of they say hut and you smash into somebody and now you have to snap the ball and then do all of that
100%.
and hope
And
that
I
it
feel
works
like that
out.
with Hoffman too. I mean, because even on that same play, if you look at Hoffman, I mean, he's moving too and sealing off his block. So it's like I think that Hoffman is better with his hand.
He's like,
with his
woohoo, I
hand
don't
out
have to snap the ball.
Yes, it's a lot
Something
more
has
complex than what
changed.
people think.
Yeah.
So okay, thank you guys. All right,
Thank you guys. Have a great day. All right. Peace out. Eeny, meeny, miny,
just cause the joke, bro. Yeah.
Joe Hoyt.
Tote
that thing.
So when Rico Dowdle was a child, he would play this game called Bump and Run with his cousins.
I
about
don't
to cry.
see nothing wrong.
That's bump and
That's-
with a
grind.
little bump and run.
Yeah.
That's
But also
that's the wrong.
with his cousin. Okay. 7 to 12 of them. They'd line up in a really thin hallway. They'd all have pillows in their hands.
They're bump and run.
And Rico Dowdle's whole goal as a ball carrier was to get to the other side. And what they would do is just smash him into the walls. He busted his head open one time. It was very painful.
Okay, so they called it a different name. Of running around with the ball and everybody else is trying to hit you.
Yes.
What
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
y'all
yeah.
call
Not. No, but this is in a hallway. Not.
Can't do it.
we
this
call
isn't
it
a-
free fall.
This is in a hallway.
touch
Not
'em up.
not a field. A hallway.
Oh, okay, just a
It's
hallway.
a tiny hallway.
I can
Okay.
picture it.
Yeah, okay.
I got it pictured now too.
This is where Rico Dowdle learned to run angry.
We can't say
And I think last week we saw the angriest Rico Dowdle we've ever seen. So I'm not only going to tote angry Rico Dowdle at his peak, I'm going to tote angry running while staying healthy. Because that's one thing that Rico Dowdle, the big question mark throughout his seasons, has been how can you stay healthy while also running so angry?
Yeah.
He's been able to navigate that fine line this season. And I think if he continues that, this will not be the only 100-yard rushing game we see from Rico Dowdle the rest of the season.
Okay.
That was the best I've seen him play football. I thought that was the.
Did you just jinx him?
No,
There's a chance.
that's
I
not
thought
how
about that.
goes.
No,
There's a chance.
I
he's
thought
fine.
There's
I-
a chance.
He'll be
I
fine.
thought about it before.
I've-
If Rico goes down with an injury,
He'll be
It's
fine.
on
Well,
me. I thought
touched-
about it.
Tuesday when we come back in here.
But who said he was going to run for 100 yards? I declared that.
Joe
Sure
did.
he did.
Joe did.
Fair enough.
But yeah, he's to your point. I touched base with him at the beginning of the season, and he's done a lot to. He's talked about some of the things that he's done to make his body stronger to prepare for having more snaps and stuff. And some of these hits he's taking it hard. You see him pop up, and I'm like, okay, tough. Got some
I mean,
toughness to him.
Part of it is like it's football and guys get hurt,
Facts.
and so it's just like now he's injury prone. He's a football player.
And I think also too some of it is say ouch for him.
What do you mean?
Huh?
That he's soft?
No, I'm talking about some of the stuff is
If he is hurting, like take a breather.
are you really hurting or what's going on here? Or is this a roster thing? Is
we got
this
some
like,
guys.
Oh.
I know
Yeah.
some guys like that.
Oh, never mind.
just, it's not about him. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about sit down for a second. We got other stuff we need to attend to.
Okay. All right. Jesse Holly.
Tote that thing!
The Cowboys, who were once one of the best home football teams in the National Football League.
Yeah.
They were the winners of 16 straight home games
Hell
for
yeah.
a long period of time.
Carried it over.
It did, and then it didn't. And they carried over something else. You heard Jerry Jones allude to it in his morning press conference. They were the losers of 6 straight home games dating back to the Green Bay game in the playoffs last year. They finally got off the snide last week against the New York Football Giants. Now,
We have to play the Giants.
I know it's the Giants, but it's a win at home, and some may believe that momentum is real. Some believe that momentum is not real.
Yes.
But what the Cowboys need to be able to tote is to continue to win games at the crib.
Mm-hmm.
They don't
like,
have to do that.
They
They
don't,
don't need
have
to,
to.
they don't need to
yeah,
do that.
Well,
There's no need to do that.
yeah, it is the need to do
They don't
that.
need
Like
to win.
they need to win.
Take
Winning
that
is
thing.
fun.
Your
Winning
spirit.
is good.
We could catch Cincinnati in the draft.
Tank that thing.
Listen,
Your
catch 'em.
spirit.
Tank that thing.
I like to win.
I know.
Winning is a part of who I am. It's a part of my genetic makeup.
Well, losing's a
So-
part of who I am.
Well, no,
It's
no.
part of my genetic makeup.
Same.
What?
We're different
No,
that way.
I want the Cowboys to continue to tote the winning ways
Yeah.
at home. You're supposed to win at home. You like the old saying is, "I know where the dead floors are at in the court." You know where and how things go at home.
You know where the sun's
You know
gonna
where
come
the
in. Yeah.
Well, Technically, we don't because we still
Yeah.
all play.
please.
Seems like we're the only ones that
We're
hit.
the only ones at home that doesn't know how. But home field advantage should actually be an advantage.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys have to get back and should get back into the winning ways at home, playing in front of your fan base, being at the crib. Your treatment doesn't get sped up. Everything kind of stays in its routine order. You're not traveling. You don't have to worry about carrying a bag. Your family and friends can be there. You drive your own car. I think they changed it. Guys used to be able to sleep at home. They started bringing them back to the hotels again because things got a little bit loosey-goosey out there.
Okay.
But you at least get to be eat at your favorite restaurants. Like, guys are very, very routine in what they do. So I want the Cowboys to continue to tote the winning ways at home over and over and over and see if we can't make
A what?
a run at this thing.
I respect you. I don't respect what you said.
That's
though.
okay.
They were not extensions, Giovanni. It was his actual hair. He just got them reattached.
Yeah, the actual hair reattached.
You can do that with locks.
You brought up a good point, by the way, about the light stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's always the Cowboys players that are being affected by it.
Yeah.
Like, it's never
I
the
don't think
opposing
I've ever
team.
seen the other team.
And they've
I've
mentioned
never
it.
seen the
Honestly,
opposing team have a.
And that's why Jerry's mad. He's like, "We're supposed to know." And it's like, you're not picking direction, Jerry. You defer or you take the ball.
Yeah.
Genius.
It's a really good
honestly,
point.
that week that happened, Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce were on their podcast, and they were talking about the fact that, like, I have gotten massacred by that light. Like, it has killed me. So, yeah, I mean, it's a thing. Like, there's multiple players on podcasts talking about that this week. Like, yes, when we play there and we played there, I struggled. I couldn't see. I'm
Yeah.
like, dang.
It's always ours guys in the highlights where they throw the ball to them and they can't see it.
They
So, you
can't
want the ball
see it?
back? You want it back?
Yeah, I'm gonna toss it to you.
I don't know if I can catch it.
You can
I'm
catch it.
literally
This
sitting
close.
right
Close. This close.
It's very small.
Look at his little hands.
You were this close.
It's very
Why are you
small.
doing that with your cupping his hands?
Wow!
Jesse!
This one, I've been holding that.
I was
in
just saying, you didn't punch
I'm
him before Thanksgiving, so you decided to throw it at him.
It's been about 2 weeks. You've had that coming
you
your
were
way.
supposed to.
What?
You was holding that in.
You Jameis Winston's that? You threw your
Jesse
whole
can,
body.
I was
And
about
I was
to
like,
say, Jesse can hold a grudge. Are you okay?
I can hold a grudge.
I'm fine.
He tried to take you out just
No,
now.
I'm fine.
Okay.
No, you can tell.
Jeff, tote that
thing.
thing.
You can
Tank-
tell I'm back
tank
on
that
the
thing?
wagon with the way that I'm treating people today. I'm giving up tobacco again. I failed. Every time that I start to drink, I failed.
Lose the spirit showing up.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I'm joking.
And today I've mostly taken it out on Clarence, but Jesse had a week of dealing with me, and it was tough.
Oh.
And I accept what he did. My tote that thing.
Yes.
It's weird because I don't really believe it. Because again, I want him to lose. But if you want to win,
Mm-hmm.
then I'll
pop in.
put pop in. Put
Are you paying attention?
No.
You heard
Why,
Pop-
not
you heard
on the
Pop
show?
Pop.
He not on the show?
You heard Pop Pop?
He pointed over it. It's
Put terp in.
Okay.
It's kind of in the same vein as the Jameis thing. Like, even if it doesn't work, and even if we do live in a world where some of the wide receiver things, he's not real sure where to line up, or the route's not perfect, or he can't catch a ball over his shoulder, whatever the shortcomings, I want to be entertained. So put in the dude that runs faster than everybody else, and let's have a good time. Yeah. It worked out last week. And this is unfair to Mike McCarthy. I'm just going to tell everybody out there. I'm going to tell all of you people out there right now.
Oh my God.
It is a little bit unfair.
What do you mean, you people?
Because what we do is when they use Turpin and they do an end around and it doesn't work, it's like, oh, yeah, or a jet sweep or whatever. It's like, oh, yeah, of course. That's what he always runs. And it didn't work. Stupid Mike McCarthy. Then you give it to him and he goes for 30 yards. They're like, finally, they're using Turpin. We just base it on the results of the play. 100%. But the results of the plays with Turpin last week were good. Mm-hmm. And so currently, Mike is a genius. So keep it up, get the ball to Kevontae Turpin, and let me be highly entertained. I'm even entertained if he runs real far, real fast, and can't catch the ball. That's still fun. Not that Cooper will throw it down there, but maybe he could. It's possible.
PTB?
No, not going to. All right, well, then let's hope they run man coverage again and run press man with no safety help and just let him run a slant.
I'm with that.
So he can run fast.
I'm down for that as well.
Running fast is great.
Bengals defense can be vulnerable.
If you want to win, put Terp in.
It says Turpin.
Yeah, Terp.
Put
in.
Terp in. That's even better, isn't it?
Yeah, put Turpin.
Okay.
Shout
I
out
see it
Brad.
in the chat.
Brad the Rebel.
Terp
Brad the Rebel.
That's
in.
good.
Well, you can't do PTB 3 because Tyler
Sack.
Guyton is
Sack.
still on the team,
It's a
and
sack.
so is Terrence Steele.
Good
The
job.
guy.
So you have to go
Not a
PTB 2.
Yeah, I really got to go PTB.
Maybe
one and a half.
1.5.
So it's like hut, you pat that bitch one,
And then like,
you think about it,
and then you go.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a Jameis windup. It's
Yeah.
one, and then this is all part of the throwing motion.
Yeah.
He does have them elbows. Like
Well, he is doing everything. That's why his fun little towel off-season things, like James is my
His
hero.
off-season workouts.
They're the best. 80% of them don't translate to sports in any way,
Until they do.
but by God, he's
like-
doing them.
Until
like
they
when
do.
your uncle comes over or something for Thanksgiving and they outside like showing what they used to do back in the day.
Yeah.
Clarence.
Clarence.
Did we mention the Troy Aikman thing on the show or not on the show?
No, we didn't.
Okay, well, we're going to have to coming up next. And also, we have more Jameis content, but it's also a segue. What do you want football God to relieve the Cowboys of? Because Jameis is asking the Lord to help him with a certain thing. And we're wondering if there was something that football God could relieve the Cowboys of, what would it be? I fear what you're going to send in the chat. Don't try to put anybody in the ground.
No.
You know it's coming.
No.
Yeah, it is.
That's all next on the Cowboys DLLS podcast. But first, one last time, I got to tell you, we appreciate if you're here. We love if you hit the like button. We love if you make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you're
I
watching
gotta
on
find the
my
names. I'm gonna find them. Keep talking.
Okay. We love that if you're watching on my channel right now, please make sure that you head on over to youtube.com/@DLLS_sports and subscribe to that channel. We love that you're here. We love that you hit the like button. We love that you subscribe, all those things. But we also would love it if you would join us as a diehard. That would get you access to all of our premium content. And for a very limited time, I think we're under 8 hours now, give or take, $36 is how much it'll be for your first year as a diehard. You get a free t-shirt right off the bat. That's $34.99 value. Bang! You've basically just paid for the whole thing. Right. And you get discounts on merch, discounts on events. You get access to all of our premium written content about every team that we cover here, which is all of your teams. What are y'all writing about?
I had to delay that Hoffman piece, but it's coming out Wednesday or Thursday.
Oh.
That's going to be fun. Working on a couple other things. So.
What are you doing, Clarence? You going to write about Bill Parcells?
Bill Parcells.
You gonna write about ecstasy?
That is certainly in the exclusive diehard content.
Yeah, you should
Write
write
about
up
baby dolls?
the full rowdy story.
The
Full
full
rowdy story from the strip club, the script club.
Yeah. So all those things. Yeah, sign up. Make sure you sign up today. AllDLLS.com.
We've had some sign-ups. Let me read these names off. I found the names.
Hit them.
Gary, we thank you. Andrew, we thank you. Rocky, we thank you. Dylan, Scott, Allison, Robert, Sam, Dylan again, Eric, Kurt, Zachary, Mike, all signed up to be diehards over this weekend through our promo. So we thank you guys for signing up.
Hell yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. All right.
Oh,
So-
man.
We're going to play something from Jameis Winston, who we're the official show of Jameis. I'm the official person of Jameis. There's no better football to watch than football that Jameis Winston's involved in, because you know that he's going to put the ball at risk at all times. And it turns out so good sometimes. And then you know when there's 3 minutes left in the game and he has a chance to make the game-winning drive, you know he's throwing a pick. It's happening. Like, I'm sitting there watching that game, talking to a buddy of mine, and it's like, yeah, we were getting the full Jameis experience. And I said, and there's one thing left, which is the game-ending pick. And by God, we got it. And so Jameis, then you get to talk to him in the postgame. And
Yeah.
we love listening to Jameis Winston talk. It's great. And so here's part of what he had to say.
I know I'm better than this. I know. I'm just praying for the Lord to deliver me from pick sixes.
Yeah. Praying for the Lord to deliver me from pick sixes.
So I'd seen the quote. I actually not heard it yet. It was even better.
You know, during the game, I was talking to my friends, some Browns fans. I mean, I can't wait this Jameis Winston sermon after the game, because they had just thrown the touchdown pass,
Yeah.
put him back in the lead. You know, he's going to preach. He's going to, do his thing, this Baptist preacher thing. Doesn't have a great sermon after the game if they win. But of course, if they lose, the quotes are still magnificent.
Yeah. It's great.
I'm telling y'all right now, when Jameis is done playing football, he will have a church.
Oh, no doubt.
100%.
And I'm attending.
Do you know how much money he's going to get that's then going to
Wait.
get questionably spent?
We're not talking about his tithes and offerings. I'm talking about the word that he's going to bring.
Okay.
I'm talking
Why
about
do you think he's going to be a corrupt preacher? He's
gonna
sincere.
bring.
He's not corrupt.
I think a lot of the money will go to a good place.
I mean,
I
the
could just
crab
see
leg, that crab leg, he's overcome the crab leg incident.
He's rich now.
That was a long time ago. Yeah, that was a long
He's
time
rich.
ago.
He wasn't a broke college kid who wasn't getting NIL money back then.
I still have questions. He's my favorite person on planet Earth to watch talk. And it looks so fake, yet I think it's so genuine, but maybe not, and maybe it's I don't know.
You
It's gotta be
you can't be this fake this long.
It's gotta be genuine.
It's genuine. It's who he is.
Those facial expressions.
I didn't.
He's
I never got to thank you guys for that beautiful field that you guys provided. And I got
Genuine.
to play in the snow.
Oh yeah, when I asked him about the snow and
Yeah.
he's just unintentionally funny as hell.
yes, hilarious.
I have a belief when I can tell if you were a good teammate or not by how other past former teammates greet you.
I can't believe they
Who's
don't
a bad
laugh.
teammate?
They
If
don't laugh.
Who's a bad
you
teammate?
if you walk into a room with former teammates,
Yeah.
and they go kind of like, "Hey, what's up, bro?"
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
give you
yeah,
one of
yeah.
those.
Good to see you.
Not a good teammate.
Name one.
Not a good teammate.
Name one.
Orlando Skendrick.
Okay.
Oh,
Damn. I was gonna bring him on the show.
Still can.
Okay.
He knows how I feel about it.
Okay.
There's never any secret about who I am and what I feel
okay.
about people. But then
no.
you have some teammates. You come in there, you walk in, and you're like, "Oh man, what's going on, bro?" And they give you one of these right here, and you go, "All right, we ain't, cool."
We ain't pulling it in.
No. And then you have
The hug.
when you go into a locker room with former teammates, you like, "Hey, what's up?"
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it's so good to see.
I'm not going to read too deep. Yeah. Come here. Just.
That's how it goes.
I'm not going to read in too deep the fact that you fist bumped me, gave him like a slight dap, and then hugged Jeff.
No,
Not gonna
read all the way
into
into it.
Yeah, you
I'm
should.
not going to read.
Read all the
definitely
way
should.
into it.
Good.
Read all the way into
Orlando,
it.
you and me.
Read all the
We
way
good,
into
Joe.
it.
We good.
But
We good, bro.
The first two could have gone in a different order. The third one was 100% yes.
We don't need them.
But that's how you can tell. And now I want you to watch anytime Jameis plays against a former team. All the players come out, they
love
wait
him.
for him in the the post game, and they're all like hugging him. Like Jameis is a genuinely good dude.
Well, and he's so animated with all the things that he does. Like in that game, if a guy is still on the ground after a play, normally it won't be the quarterback that helps him up. It'll be somebody else that's closer. But there's an offensive lineman that was on the ground after a play. And when I tell you, Jameis, this is what he did. The lineman was over there, and this is what he did. He goes.
Why are you twerking in the camera?
Like everything is just so hilarious.
Jameis is funny.
So hilarious. Anyway, what would you like? Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
What would you like football God to deliver from the Cowboys? Because he's trying to be relieved of his pick sixes.
In the middle of the segment, the last segment, I was thinking about this.
Yeah.
You know how they say this emphasis during the holiday season?
Yeah.
Let's put Christ back in Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Let's do it.
Oh, we don't. Okay.
That's
Also,
the
shout
thing.
out if you're not a believer. I just want people to be good people and do whatever's best for you. Your spirituality is yours.
You're missing the point.
Okay.
Let's put football back in football for
Oh,
the Cowboys,
okay. I see
okay?
what you're doing.
Let's make it about football. Let's remove the commercialization of football from the
Good
Cowboys,
luck.
the commercialization of the Cowboys.
That was pretty
Let's
good.
keep the main thing. I think that's what's been lost. Please, football guys, make it about football, always about what's best for the football team, what helps the football team win on the field, not about what sells the most tickets, what sells the most merchandise, what puts people on TV and gets the most attention. Make it about football. Take the commercialization out of this franchise and make it about football.
So you're hoping that Jerry Jones gets kidnapped Celtic Pride style. You guys seen Celtic
the,
Pride?
The layup would be remove Jerry Jones. I mean, I didn't want to go there, okay?
Yeah, it's fair.
That's where I was going to go.
Of removing Jerry Jones?
Yeah, as GM, but specifically removing Jerry Jones's usage of fourth-round picks and trades.
My God.
I think
Jonathan Mingo can't play.
Yeah, the back-to-back years now, we've seen him trade fourth-round picks for guys that didn't show much in their previous spots, were high draft picks, so he looked at it as an economic thing, like, hey, there's value here. He was a third overall pick. He's a second-round pick. Let's bring him in for a fourth. That's a win. Good business deal. It's not. Trey Lance was a guy who, had barely any experience. He was not going to get experience here. That's a bad deal. Jonathan Mingo is a guy that was one of the worst receivers in the NFL with Carolina. change of scenery wasn't going to do it, unfortunately, I don't think. And he's been struggling to kind of make an impact so far, at least at a 4th-round pick value. So moving forward, if God can deliver the Cowboys from using 4th-round picks and trades, I think that'd be a good thing.
Man, it seems like we have a common theme in the chat as well. Deliver us from the Jones inept ways. Relieve us from the Jones. And if you scroll up, there's more about the Jones. I don't think anybody tried to put him in the ground like Clarence did, though. Like Jerry, Steven, go away. Give Jerry the wisdom to correct his wrongness. Not to pass away, but to just give up GM responsibilities.
John. He's a good guy.
Please relieve us of being one of the top penalized teams. Okay, there you go. There you go. Jerry is GM only. I would like Football God to deliver Jameis Winston to us. That's all I want. Next year, I need nobody to want to sign him as a starter, and I want Jameis here. Because if something happens to Dak, whose body might be breaking down, but I hope not, I demand fun football. And when I tell you I'm tired of watching Cooper Rush football, that stuff is boring. I need Jameis.
You mean no turnover football?
You mean 7-3 Cooper Rush?
I want my quarterback to throw 6 touchdowns, 2 to the other team. That is fun as hell.
That is fun.
I was having a time last night. I was having way more fun watching the Browns than I have watching the Cowboys.
It was fun.
For me, I want.
I hurt my back, by the way, when I was doing
well,
the whole thing.
what happens when you get old? For me, I want Football God to deliver us from the. I want to word this right. To deliver us from the crutches and shackles of uniform legacy. I want to get rid of the seafoam green pants.
Uniform legacy.
Yeah. There's this legacy.
Yeah, you don't have to have classic.
You don't have to have the classic uniform, right?
Glow in the dark.
Get some like some creativity in the uniform that you wear. I do want to kind of bring back the old school Apex, star jerseys, the Emmitt Smith ones.
Those are cool.
Like, allow yourself to come into the 21st century and do some things creatively with your uniform. Things don't have to be the way that Tex Schramm said that they had to be in the 1960s or 70s, and things don't have to be just the same old way that they've been because this is the way that you wanted them, and this is how we're going to have the classic brand on what we're going to. Nah, get funky, man. If you're supposed to be America's team and you're supposed to be the brand that goes out there, I guess this is commercialized that you were trying to get rid of. Put me back in the uniform.
They're not Oregon. This is not Oregon. But they
don't have to be Oregon. It don't have to be Oregon. But you don't have to keep this traditional thing that you. It's old. It's old. It's outdated. You want to usher in the new folks, those young fans that may not be football fans, but they can understand a little bit about swag.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Get a little swag.
Get your drip right. You know what I'm saying? Get a little motion, as the young kids say. Have some motion in your drip. Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Get the drip right.
They got that on the field.
They don't got it on the field.
They got that what they play.
I think you're going the wrong way. I think you go that way.
Okay, I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
Just don't go that way.
As long as it's very demure.
That's demure. So for me, I want the Cowboys to be delivered from the legacy of what they think uniform should be. Get some swag in your step.
Shout out to Herman Chris G. Just signed up to be a diehard.
Let's go,
AllDLLS.com. I appreciate you saying that because nothing makes me happier than watching Clarence have an epileptic seizure on set while you're just talking about anything that is different from the 90s. I liked watching you freak out.
How about the 70s? I mean, you keep making it about the 90s. I mean, Texas is not changing their uniform, okay? Penn State is not changing their uniform. Notre Dame is not changing their uniform. The Cowboys are not changing their uniform.
Notre Dame has changed their uniform.
Yeah, they've done some wild stuff.
They've done some wild stuff. They went black uniforms.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, they've done some things.
Also, I'm not about black uniforms anymore. I think everyone's trying to do it. It's just not good.
When you have history, when you have tradition, when you're a blue blood,
nobody cares about that. Pop.
They are still the most watched team. You saw those numbers on Thanksgiving Day. They got fans. The issue is not fans. The issue is not needing new fans. The issue is winning on the field.
Vance, I don't know if you noticed, but UNC has changed their uniforms many a times. I mean,
they have no tradition in football.
These colors don't run.
We've went dark blue. We've went black. Yeah,
Listen.
Our football uniforms have changed multiple
He
times.
probably talking about basketball. I don't know.
Basketball done it too.
Well,
We even went
the bottom
camo
line
sometimes.
is-
We went fatigue. When we had the military game, we switch it up now. They let the kids wear lime green sneakers and pink sneakers, and
Yeah, that's
I don't like that
ridiculous.
part.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Yeah. No Kobe's. Jordan don't like that.
I would like
Jordan
football.
won't like that.
Go ahead.
I would like football God to tell Jerry or show him a bank statement and let him know you don't have to be cheap because they're cheap. And that
Jesus
bothers
is
me.
cheap?
Cowboys are cheap.
Oh, Cowboys are cheap.
The Cowboys are
Hold on a
cheap.
second. Wait a minute.
I was gonna say, don't be talking about Jesus being cheap.
Cowboys are. Well, Jesus would have been cheap too. Well, he'd have been frugal.
No, he'd have been
Right?
shared. No, he would have spread the wealth.
That's what I'm saying.
You fed
It wasn't
5,000.
cheap.
Yeah,
He would have shared the
Bread and
wealth.
but he didn't
sardines.
get him. He didn't give him ribeyes. Like he was like, "Let me get you what we
the little
can
boy
get."
only had that.
He only-
Little boy only had.
yeah.
Little boy who gave it to him only had what he
Fish and
had.
bread. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Jerry, it's okay to use your money in free agency and stop crying about the salary cap. Other teams are way more aggressive than you at signing players, and there's ways to do it. You just choose not to because you're cheap. So, football God, show Jerry what's in his Scrooge McDuck pockets and let him spend a couple bucks. How about that? Happy birthday, everyone. Have a great day. I don't know. I knew the show was over, but I didn't know what to do. I'm not qualified to host, but they let me.
Yeah, that's
the
how I want it.
lunatic, even football God believes in curtains. DC4L.
There you go.
Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through, so be cool to everyone. We love you. Be easy.
Eliminate the contingencies.
Or else, not a threat.
We all silly like the mayor.